The antique shop mystery. I hadn't meant to go into the shop. It looked a bit dodgy from the outside, with its chipped paint and dusty windows. But when the bell above the door jingled and I saw the purple flash of her dress disappearing around a corner, I couldn't help myself. This was a new part of town, one that I had yet to explore with Evelyn. We had been friends since childhood, and our shared sense of adventure was a big part of what brought us together. So naturally, when Evelyn disappeared out of sight, I followed. As I walked deeper into the shop, I realized there were two distinct sections. The front held shelves of oddities and trinkets, while the back seemed to be a cluttered workshop. But all of that faded away the moment I saw her standing by a table covered with what looked like old photo albums and letters. Evelyn had always loved antiques, so this wasn't out of character for her. Still, I called out, "Evelyn," because I knew she could hear me. Yet there was no response. And when I got closer, I saw that she had a strange look on her face, one that made my heart lurch into my throat. On the table in front of her was a silver mirror frame. The ornate design was beautiful, but it was also familiar in a way that I couldn't quite place. But it was Evelyn's reaction that truly shocked me. She didn't seem like herself. Her usually bright eyes were dull and distant. In fact, she looked as though she had aged a decade in mere minutes. This scared me. What was happening to her? What had she found? These questions raced through my mind as I stepped forward, desperate to snap my best friend out of whatever trance she was in. But before I could say a word, the bell above the door chimed again, announcing another customer. I turned to see who it was, hoping for distraction or help, but my blood ran cold. It was Theodore Blackwood, the notorious antiquities dealer from the other side of town. His reputation preceded him, whispering tales of questionable ethics and ruthless business dealings. Rumors swirled around him like smoke, making him a shadowy figure shrouded in mystery and intrigue. I had heard stories of his piercing gaze, which could assess the value of an artifact with unsettling accuracy, and his sharp tongue, capable of cutting through any negotiation with ease. It was unsettling to see him here, of all places. But it was Evelyn's reaction that truly baffled me. She straightened up, composed herself with an effort, and greeted Theodore as though they were old friends. The casual familiarity with a man I found so intimidating was unnerving to witness. She handed Theodore the silver mirror frame and he took it with reverence, examining it as if it were a priceless relic. Their conversation was clipped and formal, lacking the easy camaraderie I was used to hearing between them. He made a low offer, one that seemed ridiculously low to me, considering the age and craftsmanship of the piece. But Evelyn countered with a surprisingly high number, surprising me with her quick thinking and business acumen. Their negotiation was like watching a dance, each move carefully calculated, each word weighed for its worth. In the end, Evelyn managed to secure a price that was almost double Theodore's initial offer. She collected the payment in cash, a wad of bills that looked substantial, and watched as he left the shop, disappearing into the maze of alleys that crisscrossed the old town. As soon as the door chimed again, signaling his departure, Evelyn slumped onto a nearby stool, letting out a shaky breath. Her usual vibrancy seemed dimmed, replaced by a weariness that I had never seen before. The playful glint in her eyes was gone, replaced by a haunted look that tugged at my heart. And when our eyes met, I saw a fleeting glimpse of panic cross her face before she quickly masked it with a strained smile. "Are you okay, Eve?" I asked, stepping closer, my concern evident in my voice. "I haven't seen you like this before." For a moment, she hesitated, then let out a humorless laugh. "Just tired, she said, her voice raspy. "This place brings back memories I'd rather forget." Her response only deepened my worry. I reached out, placing a hand on her shoulder, trying to convey my support without pushing too far. But she flinched at my touch, jerking away as if burned. I recoiled, my hand falling back to my side. The hurt in her eyes was unmistakable, but it wasn't directed at me. It was inward, turned on herself. There was a profound sadness there that tore at my heartstrings. Seeing Evelyn like this shattered the image I had of her as the vibrant, spirited girl who faced life with a carefree laugh. I longed to reach through the wall she had built around herself, to pull her out of the shadows and back into the light. But I also knew that I couldn't force her to open up if she wasn't ready. And so I waited, sitting beside her in silence until she found the strength to speak.